Hi, folks. Welcome to VMV Legal and Management Series. Hitherto, we were called as Law Series Gateway to the Legal World. Due to certain constraints and hindrances, we were not able to upload any of the information related to law. Now, we have come with a new format wherein we are going to speak on law and also the management subjects. The objective is to help the management and legal force to achieve success in their life. Knowledge is important, and so is the skill. This series will provide both knowledge and skill to each one of the viewers. Please do subscribe our channel and please do press the bell icon. Today, I am going to take up one management subject which is very important in the current scenario. Institution to industry. When I say industry, don't refer it to the definition of Industrial Dispute Act. That has a limited definition. When I say industry, it has a broader definition, that is a workplace. Now, there are lot of institutions where we have students studying. When they pass out, they have to come out to the market, to the job market, to work in the industry. Now, what is happening? There are a lot of challenges these young guys are facing. Why are they facing the challenges? Little of statistics before I get into it. In the year 2020, there was a survey that was done. There was a study that was done. In that study, it is said that the average age of India is 29 years. That means we have an young population. Further, the statistics said more than 50% of India's population are less than 25 years, and more than 65% of the population are less than 35 years. This is in comparison to 37 years in China and 48 years in Japan. India is just 29 years. So there are opportunities. Further to this, there are a lot of investments that are coming into India. There are investments in defense, there are investments in aerospace, there are investments in semiconductors, there are a lot of investments that has been creating a lot of medical institutions. There are a lot of paramedical opportunities that's available. But when they come out of the institute, how do they adapt to the industry? A big challenge to young people. And why this challenge? Let's discuss today and try to provide solutions. Before I get into the details, let us understand what each generations think. Largely, in the management jargon, there are 5 generations. There is 6th also, but they will come into limelight only after 10 or 12 years. But today, we have 5 different generations. The traditionalists or builders, they are the one who are alive and that they have built the organization, they have built the nations. That is before 1946, that is Second World War. They have built the organizations. They are ethically strong, honest, they are systematic in their approach. Then comes the baby boomers, the successors of the traditionalist. What these people have the characteristics: they are result oriented, they are ethically strong, they have work ethics, they are committed, they are systematic in their approach. Then comes the generation X, Y, and Z. These are the 3 generations which you find in the corporates as on date, because people born between 1964 to 1980 are called generation X, 1980 to 1996 generation Y, and after 96 they are called millennials. In some classification it is said 2000 is the beginning of millennials. 3 different characteristics. while Generation X, they have a different characteristics. They are result oriented, they are career oriented, they are focused on the fiscal achievements. They think of their growth, career growth, things like that. Then we have another generation, Y generation. These people are the people who are born when science and technology grew. There were a lot of inventions that was happening in the globe. That is the time, that is 1980 to 1996 or 2000, as the case may be. So these people are technology people. And now, after 96 or 2000, these people are digital people. They are I people, I generation, Digi generation. They are more digital. These people, the current generation, what we call millennials, are result oriented. They expect the task and they deliver the results. They want more work and they want quick results. You can't assume you have somebody in your team who is a millennial. You give him a task, he or she, they complete the task, but they also expect immediate results. So these people are the challenge for themselves and also to the organization. I said challenge to themselves and to the organization. I should say why. Because when they are in the institutes build high level of aspirations, high level of ambitions. Nothing wrong in that. Absolutely nothing wrong in that. Everybody should have their ambitions, they should have their aspirations. But institutions don't teach the time. The time taken to achieve that ambition and their aspirations are not told to these people. Therefore, they have high amount of dreams. They daydream. That's the first problem. But when they come to the industry, they don't see. They have a completely different picture. There are, in the college, in the institute, they will have friends, the casual environment. There is no structured kind of environment there. They can bunk classes. When they come to the industry, that is not going to happen. Here, there are peers, but not friends. There is an hierarchy. In the hierarchy, there may be Gen X, Gen Y, and even millennials. And adapting to the environment becomes difficult because they can't bunk classes like they were doing. Here, they have to work and they have to give the results. And to give the results, what is required? Knowledge and skill. Knowledge and skill doesn't come in the college or the institution. In the institution, they acquire only 10 to 15% of the knowledge. They lack skill. Only when they come to the industry, they get exposed to the skill. And learning the skill is not an easy task. It can't happen in weeks or few months. It takes years. I'll give you an example. Dosa. Let us take dosa. To prepare a dosa, we need a batter, we need a pan, we need the stove, we need oil. These are the things. This is all knowledge. If you ask me to prepare a dosa, then that would be a disaster because I have knowledge. I don't have the skill. But a person who has the skill, he does the dosa and he can serve. So in the industry, you need to acquire the skill, and you come to the industry with just 10 to 15% of the knowledge. Another 85 to 90% of the knowledge you need to acquire in the industry. So young folks, please have it in your mind that you work hard in the initial years. Second thing, the young folks expect results immediately. They want increase of their compensation in 6 months or a year. That's not going to happen. Because I'll give you an example. If you want a mango fruit, first thing is you have to sow the seed. You have to water the plant. There is a sunlight that gives nutrients. You have to put manure. Then one day you get the fruit. it can take 1 or 2 years. Similarly, when you come out of the institute is just like a seed. When you come to industry, you need to water your skills. You have to acquire skills. You have to acquire more of knowledge. Then you have to perform, and only then you get that fruit. So that takes a lot of time. I have seen many students who come out of the institute, they work in the organization, 6 months they quit, they go to the other organization, again they quit. The pages on the CV increases, but their compensation doesn't increase. The graph doesn't go high. So I tell the institutions, don't set high expectations on these young kids who are just coming out of the institutions. Tell the reality. And to know the reality, the institutes, whatever we have, I'm not talking of the premier institutions, I'm talking the middle and the lower in the graph, in the pyramid. Premier institutions, they anyhow, they get an opportunity, and that's a different ball game and jargon altogether. The middle size, mid and lower strata of the pyramid is what I'm talking of. Have an interface with industry. Say let us take an institute which is teaching mechanical engineering. You have to approach an engineering industry or a manufacturing industry. You have to call the industry people into your institute and ask them to speak. What is an industry? How the setup would be? The setup, the technology, what institutes have, as I have seen, is very minimal, and it is not going to serve the purpose when these students come out of the institute and join the industry, because in the industry it is technology. You have bigger technology, larger technology. Say for example, in an institute there can be only a lathe machine, but when you come to an industry there would be high-end, high precision CNC machines. So that needs to be operated. Or if you are a design person, you need to design something for that machine. And this adaptability becomes difficult if you don't have the interface, institute don't have the interface with the industry. That's most important. So I have a suggestion to all these institutes. Please hire the faculties from industry. Let them have the subjects, different subjects like mechanical engineering, mechatronics, or various other things. You can list it down, many number. Have that in your syllabus and let them learn. And I have seen the institutes telling, and universities, it's as part of an university syllabus, giving 1 month internship in an industry. 1 month, nothing can be learned. The internship should be at least for 6 to 10 months or even a year. Then only these students will understand what industry is. And that will help them to penetrate into the organization very easily and grow in the organization. But institutes don't do that. So this is my honest request to all the institutions. I am only talking engineering industry because I come from an engineering industry, but it can be with any kind of industry. It even could be medical, it could be paramedical, it could be civil construction, it could be anything. Even a CA firm or CS firm, anything it could be. Have an interface with the industry. Only then you can make these young folks get into the industrial environment, because in the institute it is informal, casual. Their objective is only to earn marks. But when it comes to industry, that's not the picture. The picture is different. The picture is they have to perform, give deliverables, qualitative deliverables. If they don't give, then they lose. They get into frustration, and that will curtail their growth. So with this, I want to conclude my talk on institution to industry. For more assistance on this, more guidance on this, please contact me on my phone number 96326 33008. I shall add value to you. If you have confusion, if you have conflicts in choosing the subjects or in choosing the right career path, please contact me. I shall guide you and I shall see that you are taken to the right direction. And I shall support you for your career growth and development. You can also note my email ID. It is m6366846306@gmail.com. Write a mail to me. I shall be assisting you on various aspects. To the young folks who are coming out of the institutes and joining an industry, thank you very much for listening to this video. Please do subscribe the channel. You will have a lot of information like this. And I want to declare that we are starting 108 management mantras for success. So in next 108 days, you will have one mantra told to you for your success. Thank you very much for watching this video. Let's get connected again. Thank you.